Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Cougarlicious Cub House, where we feature women who stand in their own power, celebrate the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy. I'm your host, Donna Joy, and today we have two very special guests. We have the very funny Anne-Marie Avery, and we have Gizmo. Yes. And as for me, well, I'm one of those retired ranting baby boomers who refuses to get old.
That's
I
right.
can still do the same things I did when I was 20. I just can't remember what they are. And I can still dance the way I did when I was 20. Only now, it's halftime, flat shoes, and afterwards I have to take a nap. Take it away.
Cougarlicious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, cougarlicious, watch me take my stand, grooving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Wow.
Yeah. And we are ready to rock and roll today, as I said before. But before we get started, I want to take a moment to recognize our sponsor, Linder Health Skincare. Yes, that's like healthcare for your skin. I've been using it for years, and I just love it. If you go to linderhealth.com and order some product, linderhealth.com/Donna, you'll get a free gift. It's just like saying Donna sent me, and they're happy to see you. Also, I want to recognize, and I not recognize our guests, but I also want to thank everybody who's been subscribing for the show. We have been building our subscribers every single week, and I just love it. Thank you so much. It keeps the channel going. Yes. You can tell we have two crazy people here today. So remember, it's no cost to subscribe, and when you subscribe, you're going to be entered to win into our summer sweepstakes. And I'm going to be telling you more about that at the end of the show. But as you can tell by the energy in the room here, we got to get going on this show. So let me introduce Anne-Marie Avery and Gizmo, our eye candy for today.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Glad to be here.
That's right.
That's right. Anne-Marie, I'm going to start with you.
Oh,
because
gosh.
this is a
Hot seat.
This is the Cougarlicious.
Okay.
Yes. And you are truly Cougarlicious. You really
thank
are.
you.
Like I said, you could be Cougarlicious at any age.
I need that skincare.
Now, it is.
I'm going to say that Donna sent me.
Yes, absolutely. Do
Okay,
that.
I will have to do that.
You'll absolutely love it. It'll just
Okay.
keep you young. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm 105.
Damn, you look great. You look great.
You look good. I thought you were 25.
Well,
Yeah.
of course. Well, I'd like to do that. Like I said, I can still, but I can't with only and I have to take a nap.
Yes.
Oh,
Now
yeah, I took a nap before I got here. I literally just woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We got you,
You
nice
rolled
and
out
fresh.
of bed.
So, Anne-Marie.
You're like, actually, I'm still like, there's still sleep in here. Hold on one
I'm
second.
still
Let me just
sleepy.
do
I
this.
took some CBD, took a vape hit before I got in here, but I'm feeling good.
So he's very coherent today.
Yes.
Good. So you're on your meds, and that's good.
Yep,
It's nice to know.
I'm off my meds. Is
Off the
that
meds?
okay?
Sure. Anyway, Anne-Marie, you have got a very impressive background. I know that
Very
you've been in
kind.
theater.
Yeah.
And you've done improv, and
Yep.
you studied in Germany.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us a
All
little bit about
things.
that.
The Germans, listen, the Germans are serious. You have to explain comedy to the Germans. So when I went to Germany, I did this honors program intensive for a summer there. And you have to just do what the Germans do, which is just get weird and serious and not even do comedy. I just did like serious theater things.
They
there.
had more of a darker sense, you were saying?
Yes.
Because...
Yeah, they just, it's kind of like, okay, let's say I say something sarcastic, and then they would be like, but that would never happen. You're like, I know, I'm being sarcastic. You know what I mean? So you have to explain it. So instead, I didn't do much comedy there. I just kind of was like, you know what?
And then you came back to the States,
Yeah.
and did you... I know you did improv.
Yeah, I did improv.
And
I've done
where
improv.
was that?
I did it at UCB. I did it at the West Side Community, West Side Theater in Santa Monica. I did Jet City Improv up in Seattle, all over.
And where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Seattle.
From Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Go Hawks.
What drove you to kind of go on into comedy? or theater,
Well,
actually.
it's called severe trauma. Yeah, I was like, we gotta lighten this up. We need to joke about everything because life is too serious.
You've got that right.
Yeah,
You've
so
got that right.
definitely, I think like that's just anything that you have to do when you've dealt with a lot in your life. The only way to really come out of it is making jokes and making fun and finding the joy wherever you can. So that's kind of where comedy, I think, really thrives.
Yeah, it's like,
but I'm glad to be around fellow comedians who have also gone through a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
I can just tell.
I've been through a lot of trauma, you know. I grew up just eating like sandwiches and tacos all the time. Actually, I don't know if
The
that's trauma, but you know.
That sounds like the life.
Yeah, it was
Sandwiches
pretty cool.
and tacos.
You know, I got a little bit of trauma. I think that's probably why I started comedy. I don't know, but
and you're originally from Las Vegas.
yeah, I'm originally from
Yeah.
Las Vegas, born and raised. Primarily on the east side. You know, I'm from the east side.
East side.
And it was the corner of what and what?
Corner Del Taco and Roberto's is where you can find me. Yeah, Roberto's is a spot at 3 a.m. You know, it's like,
yeah.
carne
I think,
asada fries.
You know, that's true all over. That's true all over because I was in San Diego for a very long time. And Roberto's was the place to go.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was it. You know, after the bars closed, you know, you
Yeah.
just wanted a good burrito or,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm
you
from
just-
Seattle. We didn't have Roberto's.
No, there's no
So,
Mexican food out there?
Well, I didn't say that. There's Mexican food, but probably not nearly as good as here.
Not even
Roberto's,
close.
right?
Not
Yeah.
even close.
But yeah, I have been introduced to Roberto's several times around 4 a.m. and it's been really nice
Oh, yeah.
That's
from what I remember. From what I remember.
Oh, yeah. I think the West Coast has, like, the best Mexican food. Like, that's probably where you find, like, authentic flavors, you know, because we're so close to Mexico. So, you know.
Absolutely. You know, I moved, when I moved to San Diego, I moved there in 73.
Whoa!
Wow,
Flashback.
What?
And I had never.
Okay, 70s.
I had-
What were you wearing in 73? That's
Oh,
what I
let's see,
want to know.
platforms, hot pants.
Hot
Wow.
pants.
You
Hot
got
pants.
hot pants,
Hot.
girl.
What color?
Oh, I had all kinds.
Really?
All kinds. I wouldn't go out without being in hot
Did you
pants.
go to Studio 70? What is it?
54.
54.
That was in New York.
Okay. Yeah.
No, we had our clubs in San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was the
yeah.
club in San Diego? What was the hot spot?
Oh my God, there was Rasputin's.
Rasputin's?
Rasputin's, I heard of that.
Rasputin's was really cool.
Wait, isn't that the like where they're like dancing like a Russian up and down?
Well, he was
Yeah,
Russian.
Rasputin.
Yeah,
Russian.
yes.
He was. Well, it was called Rasputin's. Then we had Crystal Teas,
Okay.
which was also, and the Oz.
Oh, I'm glad
The
it
Oz
wasn't
was
Crystal
also
Meth.
Very good. Yeah, no, well,
That's
Crystal.
Crystal Teas.
It was-
Okay.
Jeez.
Crystal Meth. That's a different kind of club.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but what I was
Wow.
saying is that when I moved there, I had never had Mexican food. I had no idea what Mexican food was. I'm originally from Connecticut. Okay.
Oh, what
So
do they eat in Connecticut?
Connecticut, you
Carrots.
eat Italian food, a lot of Italian food.
Oh, right.
A lot of Italian food there.
Right.
Steakhouses
Yeah.
and Chinese. That was it.
Oh,
That was about the
Oh, wow.
restaurants that you had.
You know, that Chinese was a curveball you threw in there. I didn't really
Yeah,
think about that. I
Chinese.
was like, Connecticut is known for their
Chinese
Yeah.
food. Yeah, no. Connecticut's definitely
Yeah.
known for their Italian and seafood. Of
Right,
course.
yeah.
Every time I go
That's Seattle.
to
Seattle
Connecticut,
seafood.
that's all I eat is seafood. You know, there's just, where do you want to go? I want to go to seafood restaurant. This
Yeah.
seafood, that one. That's it. So I just glom that up. But so when I tasted Mexican food, I said, "Oh my God, this is fantastic!
Yeah.
This
Oh,
was
yeah.
just so incredible." You know, and I think one of my first dishes was enchilada. Enchiladas.
Enchilada.
You
Real good.
remember your first enchilada. How
I do. I
cute
remember
is
it.
that?
You know,
It's
it's like
very
your
cute.
first
It's
love.
very cute.
It's like your first love. You know,
Wow.
you don't forget your first enchilada.
You don't forget your first enchilada.
Yeah, man, my mom makes like some really good green enchiladas, like some really spicy. I'm getting hungry right now.
Enchiladas?
Yeah, Korean enchiladas
What's
too.
that?
So chili verde.
Actually, I don't know. I think I just mumbled that. I'm a little stumped right now, but no, just some
CBD's
green enchiladas. They're green colored. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's a green sauce.
green sauce.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. No, I just loved it. And I'll tell you, a lot of the preparation for Mexican food is very similar to that of Italian food.
Okay.
Yeah, because you feed a lot with a little. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So pasta, instead of pasta, you use tortillas. this type of thing. So,
Right,
and I
right.
always found that kind of very interesting connection
Yeah.
Oh,
between
yeah.
the foods and the people. So what got you onto the stages, Gizmo? And where'd you get Gizmo? Where'd you get the name Gizmo? I'm always very curious.
My
about
two
that.
uncles, their name was Gizmo, and I just kind of got the name passed down to me.
You're
So,
Gizmo the Third?
Gizmo the Third. Yeah, I had to get jumped in. I had to get jumped in to get that name.
Wow.
I'm very proud of it.
Gizmo the Third. That's your
Yeah,
stage
that could be on a
name.
medallion.
Why isn't that your Gizmo the Third is coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that'll be my
That's
stage
royalty,
name tonight.
right?
But I started comedy 4 years ago. It's like about 4 years now. I got my start at Extreme Comedy Club. I don't know if you know Billy Bob. Yeah, Billy
Yeah.
Bob's a cool dude. It was a
He's
black-owned
really cool.
business. So I started there for like a couple months, and then they closed down, and then I got my real start at Wise Guys Arts District,
Right.
September 2021,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's been a grind ever since.
Right. Well, but you're all around town.
All around
Right.
town, I like hitting up the dive bars, the fancy bars, wherever they put me up, I'll go and I'll tell these jokes about Mexican lifestyle or dating toxic women out here.
Hey,
and like,
hey,
Ho, ho,
hey,
ho, ho.
hey.
Oh,
yeah. Hey,
remember
but you
that.
guys aren't toxic. Though.
Thank you. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. As I hold a knife to his side.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just got a knife behind my back right now. But yeah, it's cool. Like, it's taken me a lot of places. I mean, it's taken me here. Like, I'm in between two hot cougars right now. I don't
That's
know.
right.
Shit, this is awesome.
He has Gizmo on his hat, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You need Gizmo, right?
I'm gonna take it off right now. I'm gonna show the people my hair.
Oh,
I
he's
just
got a
cut my
haircut.
hair. Yeah.
He's looking good today.
That's
by
right.
the
Yeah,
way.
he has.
He's sniffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gizmo, you were just, you had those long locks going there. And
Yeah, I had some locks going. I was growing my hair.
What
for,
possessed you to cut?
It's 105
yeah, it's
degrees
100.
out.
That's
why.
a big
yeah.
reason why I cut it. It's just too hot outside. And I was tired of brushing my hair every day. Like that was
It's
a
tough.
lot of work. I just
lot
want to
of
get
work.
up and go. Yeah, and that's what I did. Like before I came here, I just took a nap, woke up. I didn't have to brush anything. I just fucking
Well, your
came here.
teeth, Gizmo. You gotta brush your teeth.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, all right.
gotta
I'm
get-
But
gonna
I
remind you
took
that.
a few fucking vape hits before I got here. I got cotton mouth.
So who are your favorite comedians growing up? Who are your inspirations?
Shit, I'll tell you some of mine. Dave Chappelle,
Yeah, it's great.
Gabriel Iglesias, fucking, what's that guy's name? Dave Attell.
Oh,
yes.
Dave Attell.
Yeah,
That's like
my
he's
top three right
fantastic.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Anne-Marie?
I love Bobby Lee. I've always loved him since Mad TV. He was so funny. I really, right now, I'm enjoying Jordan Jensen. She is so funny. I hope she comes to Wise Guys immediately. And
you helped found Wise Guys, from what I
yeah,
understand.
well,
right?
I mean, I was hired as
Right.
their bartender, manager, and like doing inventory and stuff like that. But I didn't invest or something. Like,
Yeah,
that's not
well.
what's happening. But yeah, definitely helped open both clubs and really happy to be a part of that community. It's been really fun. And I think the Vegas community definitely grew because of Wise Guys for sure. I
do
believe
too.
that they really helped anchor in a stage, and since then the community has just grown
Yes.
significantly.
Yes.
A lot of people are putting up more shows and just more opportunities, and I really believe Wise Guys planted that seed.
They
for
really
sure.
did. I mean, I started going there when they first opened as well, and I was pretty new to the scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I just came here and said, well, I guess I'll gonna try to do
Yes.
stand up.
Yeah, right.
And Wise Guys has always been very consistent, very supportive, and I always appreciated, seeing them encourage and nurture the young talents,
Yeah.
in town.
Yeah.
So, and I also realized that you are some kind of online viral
Yes.
phenom with a famous cat. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, I'd like to make more money. That's for sure. I'd like to
Who
make
doesn't?
more money. No, yeah, I had one of the first famous cats on social media. His name was Colonel Meow. Me and Grumpy Cat came up together. We did Friskies and Virgin Mobile commercials, and were on Anderson Cooper and Good Morning America and all this kind of stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How did you get on with Anderson Cooper?
Because my cat was the shit.
So it wasn't you.
Yeah,
it was
so
actually
the
your
cat that I had that was different, right? Because a lot of people, he was super fluffy. And what I did as a writer was just make him, because his name was Colonel Meow, I made him swear and drink scotch, and like he hated everyone and, you know, whatever, would just, and he's became really big around military.
Wait,
and
your cat's drinking scotch?
Yeah, my cat's drinking scotch. He's
Kinda like what
he
we're
has
doing now.
PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he has
Good
PTSD.
Kind of like what we're doing now.
from
Cheers,
serving.
everybody.
Well, PTSD.
Yeah. So he just, I don't know, became really a big deal. And then Guinness Book of World Records reached out to us and said, we think that he might have really long fur. Will you go get it checked? And so we did that. And so then we became the Guinness Book of World Record holder for that.
Is that right?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was so bizarre.
Longest
It was
fur?
such a, yes, for longest fur. It was a wild ride. And yeah, through that, then I just started doing my own thing as well, and comedy, and would write and all sorts of stuff. So then, yeah.
And are you writing anything other than comedy now? Or
That's such an interesting question. Yes, I'm doing several things, but they're not 100% complete. And so that's one thing why I left Wise Guys in the first place, is I was like, I need to make this a priority. I cannot, like, I'm just not getting on shows, but it's not even just stand up. It's my whole goal is to write a TV series, and I have a couple movies in my back pocket that I love to finish. And also I just finished my manuscript for a children's book which is Colonel Meow, dealing with pet grief and stuff like that. So
sounds like a whole lot more than
I
need
need someone
Sounds
to
like you already have
organize
it.
my brain. It's a lot. So, but we're literally just turning the page right now, and we're just going to go for it.
Well,
so.
there's always something. I mean, that's the whole thing about the creative process, don't you think, Gizmo?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's always something that you can see, that you observe, that you can write about.
Yeah. Gizmo, what's your goal? I want to know, like, what you want to do with comedy, or like where you see yourself,
what is your
or
goal?
like.
Here we are.
My goal.
I just want a man to tell me what he sees in his future for once. That's what I'm trying to get.
I just hope to make it like my job. I just want to get paid off of it every day. If I could do comedy every night and get paid, I think, that would be fucking cool.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it just stand up that you want to do? Do you want to expand? Do you see yourself in any other, like acting or something, right? Like, a lot of times I believe that comedians who really can hold the stage can actually just hold behind a camera as well. So I'm always
Absolutely.
wondering, looking for people who can translate that.
Yeah, I think like one day I would want to try acting. Maybe I'll take some acting classes.
Yeah, you should.
Something that I want to do next is do like more improv
Yes.
stuff, because I like crowd work, and I like coming up with stuff on the spot and riffing.
Mom's
So-
Basement
Yes.
has a couple great stuff, and I was actually planning to go there because I just met the woman who owns it the other day, or runs it. I don't know if she owns
That's a
it or
great
not.
little venue.
It's
Mom's
really
Basement.
cool, and not only do they have improv like jams, which I used to host a jam in LA, which is where anyone can come in, grab a name out of the hat, and then everyone can just do scenes on stage. But they also have like 1-day classes where you learn quick little games to help your brain and be quick on your feet, which would be great for stand-up. So
Okay.
you should definitely come with me to one of those.
Well, like what's that exercise you do? Like, can you give us like a quick improv thing that you do?
Yeah, so you say like I don't know, like you say, 3 men walk into a bar and they say, and then you go around, right?
And they say like, "Hey, who's gay in here?"
Okay.
Donna, you go next.
I didn't say.
Oh, look, my father just walked in.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen him since he went to the grocery store.
Right, yes. 3
And he
men walk
kinda-
into a bar. Yeah, this is a different threesome. I wasn't invited. Okay, that's
Exactly.
weird.
Okay.
Right.
And then that's how do you ever watch
Right.
Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
The Masters.
Yeah.
They're masters at
for sure.
improv. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you could just see, and it's a yes and kind of concept where you would just take a statement and say yes and you just add on
Right.
to it wherever you want. So you just keep.
So you want to make
keep
it
moving with
true.
it.
So let's say like you and I, we're going to space. and we have a cat with us, and we're building our own colony.
She's with her cat.
Okay. And you have to just go, yeah, okay, so yeah, this whole scenario is real. So yeah, we're going to space, right, because the world ended and we're always making it true. And then you would be like, did you pack the snacks?
Like, hey, okay, we're in space. We're with some cats. Oh no, I forgot my charger at home.
God, you always do that.
And
Yeah.
You have to write things down. Quit taking. You smoke too much weed, babe. You're
Yep.
smoking too much
did
weed.
anybody bring the kitty litter?
Oh, don't even. Okay, listen.
Or is that
I
what you were
brought
smoking
sand.
last
I
night?
just all we had was dirt and sand
Dirt and
because the
sand,
end of the
there's-
world was happening. They stopped.
The gravity just
making
hit. There's
that.
cat poop flying in the air. What's going on right now? Why did we even come out here?
The world ended, Gizmo. Did you not hear? You're supposed to listen as well. It's also
yeah.
improv, is to remind yourself.
Lordy Lord. Okay.
But that's it. You just make
Yeah.
it true and you just keep going.
Yeah.
And that's great on when you're on stage and just dealing with people, whatever. You can just go.
Yeah,
you
and
get
you can
confident.
just, and you can just move it. And also, one of the things I learned about crowd work is know where you're going with the questions as well. I mean, if you're doing crowd work and you're asking a question, know the direction that you want to take it. You just
Yeah.
don't ask a question and just keep yourself open.
I don't know. I don't. Sometimes I never know where this is going. I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this went this direction. All right, here we are."
Yeah. But then,
Because how do you
should
know
always
where
have
you're
some-
going? Because I never know where I'm going.
Well, I mean, I do it in my routine where I'm talking about the Cougarlicious and I'm talking about studmuffin.com, and I go all into that. When I
Yeah.
go into the audience, I'll talk to women first, which I find very interesting because I'll talk to them, and they're 'cause usually it's the men that answer the questions, and I'm asking the women to answer the questions. I ask about their eye candy, and then they have to introduce their husbands or their boyfriend or their date of the week or something, and then that's when we get into the conversations, and then eventually I'll end up with, have you ever been on studmuffin.com because you look a little familiar, that
right,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So I'll just wrap it back up with the topic and bring it back in.
What's studmuffin.com?
Studmuffin.com. Well, that's where you have.
he's looking to apply.
Yeah.
He's
the
like,
application.
I do need money.
Yeah, need money. I just cut my hair. I'm ready.
It's like sex and a snack rolled all into one. Yeah, no, it's definitely in reference to cougars and younger
Yeah.
men and things like that. But so just studmuffin.com. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Shout out Stud Muffin.
Yeah.
Donna, what was
It's
the
not
youngest?
stuff muffin. Stud muffin.
Stud muffin.
Okay, just for in case you guys were worried
Yeah,
about.
Stud Muffin, where you could stuff muffins. Donna, what was the youngest guy you've been with?
Oh,
if
that's
I
a
may
good one.
ask?
At what age?
Right, I know, because the older you get, it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess
well,
you
it
have
was
to
like
say
the biggest age gap.
Yeah, there we go.
The biggest age gap between me and someone?
Yes.
To tell you the truth, I generally date men who are older than me.
Wow.
Yeah, I really do.
So you're
Yeah.
looking for that hospice
Yeah,
kind of
the
love.
hospice
okay?
kind of love. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of like
You're like,
the,
I want someone right on the edge
someone
of
where
death.
I really don't have to make
Right.
a long-term commitment.
They
5
just
years.
sign the will
yeah,
to me
exactly. 5
and
years
die.
tops.
Yes, okay.
Because let's face it, I've been single. Most of my life.
Right.
I've been married very few times, and I
How many
that didn't
times?
last
Yeah,
like
very
twice.
few
Okay,
times.
yeah, you
Twice.
said that's
Twice.
interesting. Very few times.
But all together, all total, 11 years for 2 marriages. That's not a big. So
Wow.
the rest of the time,
Wow.
I've been single. But yeah, most of the men are either my age or older. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a very maternal instinct, And if I met a fellow who was younger than me, I'd always want to,
make him suck your titty
motherly,
like a boy.
that's
Sorry.
the older guys like that too.
Yep.
So I mean.
Doesn't matter what age, honestly. It's all a bunch of babies
That's
out
right.
there.
They really are. They really are. They want that bottle. They want that nurturing.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a great question. I hope I didn't disappoint
No,
you.
that
No,
is
wait. So what's the
interesting.
oldest guy you've been with?
Let's get you.
Oh my God! Come on.
We're learning about Donna's love life today.
Well, Donna, when was the last time you went on like a date here in Vegas?
A date here
Have
in
you been
Vegas.
on a date here in Vegas?
I don't know. Basically clarify what is a date. Describe date. No, I don't do online.
Right,
don't do
I
any of
know.
that
It's
stuff.
rough. No, online, they have.
I certainly have a lot of friends
Yes.
here in Vegas,
Right.
but
They fly in, they
yeah,
leave.
exactly. That's right. They come, they go. It's how I want. It's like I say, I'm like the Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah. Would you
I
date a
catch 'em.
comedian or no?
Yes, I would.
You would date a comedian,
Yeah, a good, intelligent.
Oh, well, then you're not going to
Just-
date a comedian. What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, we are starting to run out of time. I want you to tell the folks where they can find you.
Okay.
What's going on? And I know you're at Wise Guys a lot, Gizmo.
Yeah,
so
I'm at Wise Guys. Well, like every open mic they do. Aren't they closing down Wise Guys? I heard they're closing down Arts District.
Yes.
really?
Are they gonna do open mics at Town Square?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'll be at those
Yeah.
all those open mics. I got a show tonight at Berlin. I got a booked on there, and then I'm doing the Comedy Rumble the last Saturday of the month. I think.
Yeah. I just got an email about that.
Yeah,
They
so I'll
asked
be
me to
there.
be on it.
I got a podcast too, Harry and Gizmo show.
Harry and Gizmo show.
Oh.
I hope I can be
got a
on
little
that.
pod too. Yeah, we'll hit you up.
Okay. Love it.
But yeah, that's me, man. You can catch me on the east side at a Roberto's or something.
Anne Marie.
Yeah, you can follow me at Crazy Avey on all my social media if you're interested. Yeah, I'm at the Chopin open mic this Saturday. It's Andrew Gleason's new show. I'm really happy to be a part
Oh,
of that.
great.
He's trying to start something there. And I'm on at the Fat Cat, which is the 18th. And it's Shanna Christmas's wrap party for her special. So
Awesome.
yeah,
What?
that'll
Are
be
you
really
bringing your
fun.
cat?
He's unfortunate. Should I?
Yeah, you
Should I just bring it in a little
Yes.
stroller?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be a great little video.
God, that would
Yeah.
be so. I was thinking about starting an open mic or just a mic where we have cats, and you have to whisper your punchlines all the time.
God.
But that's a dream.
Hey, listen, we have got to announce our sweepstakes winner
Oh.
too, just to
wow.
let the audience know that every week between now and the end of September, we are going to be awarding $50 gift certificates to our sweepstakes winners. And today's winners are Marsha from Nevada and Rick from California.
Marsha and Rick.
Yes, Marsha
Wow,
and
Marsha and
Rick. You
Rick.
got two $50 certificates.
Wow.
All you have to do that you could go onto our online store.
This is bougie.
Yes.
This is nice.
Yes.
This is the living.
Rick, can you bring up there we go. We have our online store. You just kind of go on there and you can see where you could get wine glasses and you can have cups and mugs. Keep rolling. There you go. T-shirts, crop
what?
tops.
Cougarlicious
Yeah,
merch?
Cougarlicious merch, absolutely. And so that's what you'll get. And so
Wow.
and the way that you can get into the sweepstakes is you basically just subscribe. There's no cost to subscribe, and there's no purchase necessary. So just do that, and every single week we'll be awarding more winners to the for the Clubhouse. I'd like to thank once again our sponsors, Linder Health Skincare, and I'd like to, there we are. We're going to thank Linder Health Skincare one
Thanks,
more
Linder
time.
Health.
LinderHealth.com/Donna.
I'm going to get that free skincare. I'm going to
And I'd like to thank our guests once again, Anne Marie Avey.
No, Avey is right.
Avey.
That's right.
Avey.
Avey.
Anne Marie
Start chanting.
Avey. And Gizmo. Yes,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming
Thank
on
you
to the
for
show.
having me.
You
I
are
really appreciate
absolutely
it.
welcome. And I think that's it. So see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Cougarlicious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, cougarlicious, watch me take my stand, moving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Hey gang, Donna Joy here to tell you about our summer sweepstakes starting now. Just hit the like, share, and subscribe button and be sure to leave a comment. And beginning in June, we'll be drawing names to win special gift certificates at our online store at www.cougarlicious.com. It's a great way to support the channel, and I have much appreciation for all of you. Thank you, and remember to Cougar on.